Okay. Once that's tight, I'm about 1 degree off on my protractor, so I'll rotate that a little bit more. Here we go. This is the bend. I do have the hydraulic set up for this. I don't like using it. I think it's a pain in the ass. I would rather do it by hand because I can bounce on it a little and hold stuff in place where it needs to be. Okay, we're coming close. Get that light. The light goes on right there. I'll hold it there for a second. That way it kind of locks that memory in. I'll let off. I'll take a reading on my protractor. And I am at about 27.5. So it's actually 2 degrees of spring back, like I told you on the bend template. What I'll do is I'll move my stop block 2 degrees. And I'll bend up to that 2 degrees. And whenever we're done bending, we should be at a 30-degree bend. And just a little light comes on. I'll hold it there. I'll let off all the pressure. And we're reading 30 degrees right on the dot. So now I have my bend right there at 30 degrees. And we'll go over, we'll pull everything out of the bender. First thing we do, actually the first thing I should do is find my scribe. And I'm going to go ahead and mark on there. I should have said this beforehand. Use your scribe to mark on there where the bend actually stops. So if you have to put it back in to zero anything out or rebend, it may have deformed or stretched a little, which the dies actually stretch the metal. So I'll make a scribe mark right where the end of the die is and the tubing lines up. With that being said, I can now use my little wrench, pull this back like that. That loosens that. Pull assembly up, at which point I can give that a little click back. Takes all the pressure off the horseshoe die. Pull it out. Set my horseshoe die there. Get my gloves back on again. And I can pull my tubing out without a problem. And I'll feed it back this way just because it's quicker and easier. And now you guys can actually see the 30-degree bend, and we'll lay it on the template right over here. So I'll lay it down here, take my V-block, set them there and there, line the metal up. It's lined up and you get a perfect bend, and it'll work every time as long as you make sure that you follow those steps.